Hi guys. Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
He said it. He said it.
I'm excited because
Yeah,
you're
he did.
here. I'm excited that you guys are here. And also, for a lot of us, it's Thanksgiving break. Woo!
Yay!
Yay! Do you guys have any Thanksgiving plans?
I'm gonna do a call with Bobby, Ben, and Marissa, and go live with Bobby, Ben, and Marissa, my friends.
Also, kind of like a Friendsgiving.
Yeah, I like that.
Sweet.
No, you
Friendsgivings
know
are so
why? I
fun.
was talking to Rosita.
Uh, and how about you, April? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
My sisters are gonna be coming down. Sorry.
Oh, one more time, April.
My sisters are going to be coming down, and I'm excited to hang out with them.
The three Aprils unite.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, because I forgot your last name, so that's why I'm like, the three Aprils. No, Heron's. Heron's your last name, right?
Oh, you remembered.
I got it right?
Yes.
Yes! Sorry, this is like one of the rare occurrences where I actually remembered something. And also, FYI, I am so I do blame one of my students for this, but it's a happy thing, don't worry. So she messaged me with the Timu thing, and oh my goodness. I will have to say I did get free stuff, so I can actually vouch for it. So, yeah. Sorry, April, but not sorry.
It's okay.
Help me hit those free items. I'm like 6 cents away. But if I get a new
I'll
app,
try.
it's like $1. Oh my gosh! But I've been getting so much stuff like for students and also like just kind of like Christmas shopping too. So it's a nice alternative. And you know, this is from Timu. This is from Timu. Like you know, I have to say like the quality is actually pretty good for what it is. So speaking of the culprit, Michelle, I love you. I hate you, but I love you so much.
I'm sorry. I sent everyone your ESL link.
No. I'm talking about Timu. You got me hooked, girl.
Oh, yay.
Yay!
Oh my god.
You get the free prizes. It's just, it takes a lot of time.
I did. I actually got I got my husband in on it too, and he actually just won his first prize.
Oh. It's addicting.
It's
especially when you get to 0.3, then 0.1.
Oh my god. With a fishdom, I'm like 0.7 away, and I am for the 10 free items, I'm like for another like 40 minutes or so.
I have 3 accounts. I'm 0.7.
Oh my, I'm literally for the next
0.5
41
and
minutes, I'm like 6 cents away.
Oh my god.
So, accept my things, Michelle.
I will.
40 minutes. All right. Hey, guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channels. My name is Rosita. I have been a vocal and language coach for, God, like 20 years now. And here, and welcome to the Singing the Basics, and where we literally learn about the basics of singing. Yes. And we are going to be learning not only just the science of singing, I'm going to be teaching you guys vocal exercises and also why we vocal trainers and vocal coaches nag you about certain things. And most importantly, this class is to crush the misinformation about singing. Crush into smithereens. Because everyone can sing. Meaning everyone can improve their voice. And I'm not just only saying that as a motivational factor. I have science to back my statements up. And that's the one thing about true vocal trainers and coaches. We have to know about vocal science. We have to know about human anatomy and physiology. We need to know how all that works so we know how to teach you. And another perk of joining our live sessions here is that if you're interested in becoming a vocal trainer yourself, well, you come to the right class, and where that you're going to receive some vocal training as well. So, who is ready to learn? Whatever you do. Yes, one person.
I did all the warm-ups for Fiona, and then I got a little sick yesterday. I'm home though, and
I'm glad that you made it back safely.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
So that means, in order to get you to do your warm-ups, you have to come to California to visit me? Is that what it needs to take? For an in-person lesson to make sure you actually warm up?
Yeah.
Oi. Oi. All right. Well, you guys come to me unless you guys pay my flight. It's only fair. Okay. In today's episode, in today's session, we're going to be talking about registration. Now, I'm sure many of you guys have heard the word registers. So I am curious. Who am I going to choose? April. In your own terms, what are vocal registers to you?
I think vocal registers are different parts of your voice. Like there's the chest, and then there's the mixed, and the head.
Yes. Actually, very well said. Registers are indeed different parts of your voice. Now, registration is another key of singing. It's another key area of singing. Sorry, please hold. Whew, excuse me. Now, most of my work as a vocal trainer is really spent on balancing and smoothing registration points, especially when it comes to transitions. Now, proper registration, it expands your range. It improves your tone. Scott, hello.
Hey there.
Hi, I'm so glad that you were able to make it.
Me too. I just barely made it, actually.
Well, I'm glad that you made it.
Hi.
Hey, Serena.
I love that. It's like, hey, by any chance, is this your friend? Like verifying your first name, and then I was like,
I know.
And it's like, I don't know. I just know him as then your username, and then so it was just hilarious.
Yeah, I honestly had a shuffle too, where it's like, oh yeah, I actually have to give someone my real name and not just my screen name.
Hey,
It was not intentional for me to find out your, real life first name.
I suppose I'll forgive you.
Oh.
Yes, of course.
Your secret is safe with us. With the internet. All right. So, proper registration expands range. It also improves your tone and control. It also eliminates breaks. How many of you guys ever encountered those nasty breaks?
I
All the time.
have.
There we go.
The fucking time. It's so annoying. Like, I feel like, for instance, my breaks are different for different vowels. For instance, they feel different for different vowels. Or like, I know I have one that is really 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 obvious from chest to mixed, because I can't do that. I didn't develop my chest voice until a month ago. Like, I literally did not. Or like, well, 1.5 months ago. But like, you get my point, right? So like,
A
I
little
still
bit
have,
ago.
like, yeah. And yeah, head to mix is strange. It's different every day. Like, I feel like generally my normal wonky, or like, I think yeah. Okay, I'll stop. You know.
I think I understood you, Serena. I've been better in understanding the language of Serena.
Okay.
No, but you actually brought out some interesting points. How certain breaks only apply in certain vowels in transitioning from different parts of your registers, such as like what you mentioned, from your chest to your middle register, or into your mixed voice. And which is quite common when transitioning from your chest, and depending, like if you're going to your higher middle register, yeah, there's definitely a break that happens. And so with certain vowels, it's going to be stronger than others. But we're actually going to elaborate a little bit more on that. So I'm glad that you did bring that up. And it's not just from like your chest to your middle register. It could be from your chest to your head. But let's say that your chest to your head is nice and smooth, but it's from your head to your chest is where everything just falls apart.
Oh my god, yes, the different directions.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is...
I've been working on that, like, these past few days, and I've got, like, one exercise that I'm clamping down on, because I feel like, oh my god, I made progress within a day. Like, but how is that possible?
Oh, very possible. Very possible. See, there's a misconception that all breaks are bad. And I know I talked about this a while ago, but not all vocal breaks are bad. It can indicate that you are actually using the correct muscles, and you're using those muscles, well, correctly. And the reason why you're getting those breaks is just we are strengthening that area and those muscles themselves. Now, going back into registration. So proper registration, once again, it expands range, it improves tone and control, and it helps eliminate the breaks and any form of like sudden changes or sudden interesting, in a negative sense, in the vocal quality. Now, to be upfront, there is some vocal drama, but I mean, come on, we're all singers. Drama's going to happen. That stereotype is about 60% true. The terminology and definitions especially in the voice teaching world, are often debated. As teachers can use these terms differently. That being said, we have all felt that vocal contrast between, say, our chest voice in singing those lower notes and singing those higher notes using our head voice. So let's go ahead and try that now. Let me just pull up my garage band so people can hear the piano. Let me make that a little bit louder for you guys. So everyone, do me a favor. Place your hand on your chest and say, hey. Let's hear you guys. Hey.
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 Good. Now I'm going to have you guys say hey once again and tell me if you guys feel a vibration in your chest. Hey.
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 Were you guys able to feel that slight vibration?
Yes.
Congratulations. That's your chest register. Now, if I wanted to sing very high, let's channel our inner Mickey Mouse. And this is an OG exercise that is that really that OG? It's OG for me. Exercise that I use for my students to help them, get into their head voice here. Please repeat after me. I'm going to say, oh boy. Oh boy.
Hi.
All right. So I'm going to have you guys do that again. And I want you guys to see if you can feel a vibration or like a pressure in your head. So please repeat after me. Oh boy.
Hi.
Oh boy. Nice guy. Were you guys able to feel that vibration?
Yes.
Yeah? Perfect. Okay. So that is what I am referring to when we feel that vocal contrast, is the physical sensations. When we engage in the registers, we're going to physically feel it in different areas of our voice. Now, going back to Serena, that vowel, by any chance, was that an ooh vowel?
No.
Huh?
Like the ooh isn't even that bad. I feel like for me the is worse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yeah, the ooh is like, yeah, I don't know. I just pop out of the ohs and oohs when I go up high into my head voice, and like everything is just like I don't know how to call it in English. I heard it called Einheitsvokal in German, like the uniform vowel. I don't know, like the single vowel that you have when you sing extremely high and just you don't.
I'm trying to
You
figure out which.
think o, u, and a, and e and e, but out comes like something very, very similar. Like not.
It's probably a back vowel. And we're going to be talking about vowels as we're talking about registers. So,
Sorry.
but yes, in in American English, we have a lot of different sounds to each vowels in comparison to other forms of English accents that exist. And don't get me started on the dialects. Uh, okay. So the oohs and the ahs and e's are actually one of the top 3 most difficult vowel sounds, especially when it comes to the higher register. But again, I'm going to elaborate more on that later or in future classes. Now, the differences between the registers are going to be a combination of a change in the dominant muscles of the vocal folds and their pattern of vibration. So in the last class, I'm going to see if I can pull this up. Give me 1 second here. Let's see if I can find it. No. Please hold. This is why being prepared is so important. Give me 1 second. I'll put it up. But we talked about how sound was created by using vocal folds and by using vocal cords as well. And we discussed that the vibration is going to impact your pitch. So I cannot find right now the photo that I used last week. But I will. Hold on. Oh, wait. Nope. That's Japanese. That was definitely for another class. That's diaphragmatic breathing. Yeah, Oh, wait, here we go. I found it. Okay, give me 1 second.
I sent your link to Kim and to everyone else, and they're supposed to click it. They need to.
Sorry for laughing. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
No, I you're so cute. I appreciate it. She is referring to my whole Temu thing that I've been obsessed over.
Timu?
Well, more on that later.
Ooh,
Temu is a great website where you can actually get decent stuff for a low price and you can get free things. Okay, so here are vocal folds. Depending on how far they get to each other, the speed of the vibrations is going to impact your pitch. So the further away the vibration is going to be slower, creating lower tones, where closer, slower the speed, the lower the tones are, and higher the speed, the higher the pitches will be, the tone will be. So when it comes to registration, is a change of the dominant muscles of the vocal folds, their pattern of vibration, as well as the differences in the resonance. So when voice teachers are telling you to feel the chest, your chest vibrating as you're using your chest register, they're talking about your chest resonance, your head resonance. When you're singing in your middle register, your resonance. And then, of course, we have our forward resonance. Now, how the sound wave is interacting with the spaces of the throat and the mouth. Okay? So we group these changes into quote-unquote different registers of the voice. Now, some view registration as more of a vocal fold event, while other teachers, they're going to see it more of like a resonance event. And annoyingly, there are even different names for the same registration event, with some teachers creating their own. well, rather, creating their own names for this in order to claim a unique singing method. Hence why I said annoyingly. But this is my approach, guys. And I'm going to be straightforward. I look at registration as both a physiological and an acoustic process. With the acoustic part being more under our conscious control due to the indirect relationship our nervous system has with the muscles of the vocal folds. So I'm going to have you guys feel what I'm talking about. Everyone, place your hand on your chest. Place one hand on your stomach, so make sure that we're still practicing our breathing technique. Here we're going to use va. Please repeat after me. Va. And here we're going to go va. Let's hear you guys.
Va.
All right. We're going to take a bigger breath. Bring that tongue forward there. Va.
Va.
That was better, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So the physiological, I'm referring not only just to the relationship of our nervous system, that has to do with the muscles of the vocal folds, but I'm also talking about your breath. Now what we're going to do is go. Now we're going to go is va. And we're going to have that breath at a slow, constant space. Or a slow, constant movement. Ready? Together in 4, 3, 2, 1. Va. Now, when it comes to any part of your voice, please keep your mouth open, as that it will impact the physiological route. Don't believe me? Well, I'm going to have you guys do that same exercise, but close your mouth towards the end. For an example, vo. But I want you guys to feel that. Please repeat. Can you guys feel that physical difference? Now, also, when teaching registration in singing, as trainers, we also have to consider the resulting sensations experienced by the singer themselves to be an important part of learning to move smoothly between registers. So, transitioning. So here, I'm going to use my chest. Here I'm going to use an ya. And this is going to be an octave exercise. Ya. Notice how... Oh, ooh, nice. Let's try it again. Ya.
Well, no, it's not my internet that decided to fuck off.
So one of the things you can do is just slide. Yo. And the slower you do go, the higher a chance you may experience a break.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
All right, it went towards the
That's
back,
not.
but we did
Blah, blah, blah.
achieve the sound. We'll definitely have to improve on the tech. I'll help you with a technique to get that stronger. Cause what happened there is at the end was going all the way back, and where we wanted to keep it forward.
Yeah. I didn't actually pay attention to that. So if I actually paid attention to that, it would sound like very different. Like, kind of try it again.
Yeah, it's all about coordination, my friend.
Exactly. Or like concentrating on whatever the hell you're doing and not, thinking about 5 other things in parallel. Also, why you are in the
Yeah.
Now what?
But that's why I always suggest, like, my students too, is to so it kind of grounds that focus to place that hand on the belly and on the area of the sensation, right? So for your chest, it's going to be obviously your chest. For your head, it's obviously going to be in your head. For your middle, so your brain is at least adds another like 30% more focus into the area of where you're supposed to be feeling. Oh, there's no more two Scots? Great Scott.
Oh, I I was sitting here. I was like, I messaged Serena when she fell off, and she was like, "This is the last thing I saw." And I was like, "You can see things." So I just switched to Chrome, which is why there were 2 of me, and I can see your video and your aids now.
I didn't mean to laugh. Okay, but yeah, I'm glad
Please,
that you're
feel
able to
free.
see things now. Okay, so for me, when I do train teachers, well, when I do train vocal trainers, I always tell them that when they come to the point in teaching about vocal registration, is that registration has 3 main elements. And this is where I am going to go into the main screen. And then, now, please note, guys, that even I am streaming this, but for those that are watching this via either LinkedIn, YouTube, where else am I? Facebook, and I don't know where else I'm streaming this. Oh yeah, Twitch. Hello, streamers. You guys are not going to see this. All right. If you are interested of joining my class, please join on my Discord so you guys can get links to our live Zoom calls. Oh, and then I mentioned it's free. Okay.
Dashboard. Dashboard.
Yes. Sorry, the way that you said it was actually kind of cute. All right.
There aren't fireworks or balloons today.
Wait for it.
Nice.
Better.
Woo!
We're never gonna get sick of that. That's for sure. Okay, Serena's having too much fun.
Definitely.
You guys are fun. All right. Hold on. I'm just going to take this out so I can. There we go. Okay. So registration has 3 elements. And pray to the gods that I'm able to spell this correctly. 1. The physiological.
Physiology.
And what I mean by that, and don't worry, I'll make this a little bit bigger. What is happening with the muscles and the state of the vocal cords? or sorry, the vocal folds. Bah. I totally meant to do that on purpose. Everything is a-okay. Everything is not a-okay.
Situation critical.
Exactly. Human error. Human error. I don't know why it's like that. It just hates me.
What was that, Houston? We have a problem.
Oh, mother foofers. Okay, I'm just gonna give up there. Sorry. Two. It's okay. Acoustics.
Yeah.
Meaning the interaction of the sound waves and resonators. I keep thinking that's a bug, but it's just you guys going doo-doo-doo-doo-doo on the whiteboard. 3. Oh, yeah. Finally, the sensations experienced by the singer. So of these 3, the sensations often than not are going to be the trickiest to define, as they can be very subjective and unique to each student. Now, with that said, yes, there are specific details of sensation that can change from singer to singer, but they are indeed some general aspects of sensations that are experienced by a majority of singers. Now, these general sensations have, given rise to the popular yet quite old, but, some old is still in, terms like chest voice and the head voice. And beginning students, for my future vocal trainers out there, they will have heard these terms before, but a lot of the time they're not going to understand what they really mean. So in my first lessons, which, still accepting students if you're ever interested in taking a lesson with me, December is now open. I usually address them in the first lesson by having the student place their hand on their chest and saying a firm hey. Wait a minute. That sounded exactly what I did earlier with you guys. Now you guys know why I do that with you guys. So, and the reason for that is to, yes, feel the sensation, feel the intensity of the vibrations that's happening inside of you. Feeling those sympathetic vibrations in your chest. Now, I also had you guys go into your head voice when I had you go, oh boy! Now, I'm going to have you guys go, woo! Please repeat after me, everyone. Woo!
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 You won the 1.6 US. Wait, you guys won $1.6 billion in the US lottery. Give me a woo!
Woo!
There you go. I mean, I hope that you guys will be a little bit happier than that, but hey.
But honestly, for a moment when you describe, sensations, I do think of music of the night.
Whatever works, I guess. Woo! Okay, so whenever we do woo, oh, there was a break there. This will tend to vibrate in the head. Actually, it won't tend. It will vibrate in your head with little to no sensation in the chest. This is how you guys are able to identify what register you guys are in. If you are singing those lower notes and you want to know if you're using your chest voice, you're going to feel vibrations in your chest. You're not going to feel vibrations in your head. Well, the vibration will be little to none. If you want to know if you're engaged in the head voice, well, literally your voice is going to sound different. It's going to have a floatier sound. And you're going to have that vibration in your head with little to no sensation in your chest. How about your middle register? Well, about 80%, actually 98% of your vibration is going to be in your face. Now, you may feel vibration in your head, but it's more of your frontal to your temporal rather than your occipital. And also, you're just going to sound louder than usual. Okay. Now, for my more advanced singers, or for those that are watching this who are experienced vocal trainers, some of you will point out, well, woo is not it's not a true head voice, but rather a falsetto. Guys, yes, but it serves the needs for our demonstration for the moment. These sensations are where we get the terms head voice and chest voice. So then we talked about the middle register. What about the area in between? That's vocal trainers. This is where you come in. There's a complex balance of interaction between vocal fold muscles and acoustics that need to take place in order to smooth out the transition between the registers. Now, the points of transitions can vary from singer to singer. Okay? Now, usually for men, I'll say it's about like D or E4 for men, where females is about like A to B ish, A to B 4 for females, but it varies. Now, how many of you guys know what middle C is? How many of you guys play the piano? Let me know in the chat, or raise your hand, or all that fun stuff.
Middle C is easy.
Yes. Perfect pitch. For on the piano, middle C is C4. So this is indeed C4. It is the fourth C found on the piano, starting from the bottom. Okay. Now, the first transition that we will teach beginning singers is, once we've mastered the chest register, once we've mastered the head, we start teaching you guys how to transition from chest to head and then from head to chest. And two things will happen. First, as we move up into the transition, the vocal folds, so going back to this, the vocal folds will change from being shorter and fatter to longer and thinner, which gives us a higher pitch. And second, the higher pitch is going to vibrate more quickly, which changes the vibrating elements of the pitch, which we will talk about that in another future class. Yes, Serena, what is your question?
Quick question. I don't know. Was the analogy of the rubber band ever brought up? I don't know. I feel like it's like a lot like a rubber band that
Yep.
you either relax and just up and down. Like you you how do you pluck it, and then as you increase the tension you give, the tone gets higher.
Yes. The rubber band. I did bring up the rubber band when we were talking about the larynx in our last
Sorry,
lesson.
I must have missed that.
So, no worries, because it is it's it is true. Like, that analogy is almost spot on. So, okay. Now, in general, our throat, which is a resonator, tends to resonate with lower parts of the sound wave. Think of your throat as a woofer. A woofer. A woofer. Sorry. Woofer. The little Spanish was coming out. Woofer. Woofer in a stereo system. Our mouth functions more like the tweeter, reinforcing the higher frequencies. Now, of course, the acoustic science is a bit more complicated than that, but this description is going to once again serve our purposes for right now, okay? Of trying to explain to you how vocal registration works. So, as the pitch moves up, as a pitch, we need to switch from a throat dominant resonation. So right here, let me get so you guys can see me a little bit better. There we go. To a mouth dominant resonation, as your mouth is another resonator. And this is, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is gonna take a bit of training to do correctly. Which is, again, vocal trainers, this is where you guys come in too. So these are things that we are trying to teach you guys as students. Now, of course, there are more to this that I do want to get into, especially when it... Is everything okay? Back there? Next week... Oh, I don't know why I put the thumbs up there. I do want to talk about the mixed area because it is slightly different for women in comparison to the men, especially when we're talking about the passaggio in classical training. So I will elaborate more. We're going to continue this conversation next Saturday if you guys are available at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Now, I know what 3 minutes over. Before we end class today, are there any questions?
I'm nothing but questions. What's a break?
Ooh, so you know that area where your voice gets like wobbly and then it pops out like a different sound, or when you're singing a line and then you end up having no voice at all?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the break. So it'd be like, yeah. That in the middle was a break. So sometimes you may hear no sound at all, or like your voice starts shaking a little bit. Usually
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Any other questions? Was that a gulp?
No, I threw up in my mouth.
Okay. All right, guys.
You had mentioned breathing. Did I miss that at the beginning of this one?
I only talked about it briefly. The only things I mentioned about breathing was just to place your hand on your breathing, Place your hand on your stomach area so you can feel the control of how you are breathing. But
Okay, got it.
we'll be discussing more about that during our class.
Cool. Thank you.
Of course. All right, guys. If there are no further questions, and you guys think of some later, please don't hesitate to message me on the Discord. And also, if you guys are interested in taking private lessons, you guys can find me on Lesson Face, Super Prof, or just, find me on my own website, rositaruiz.com, and where you can also find some teacher training stuff, fun blogs about singing and teacher training and all that fun stuff, how to learn a foreign language. And also check out my Teachers Pay Teacher store, and where I actually it's now live, my singing journal. So to help you guys keep track to actually how to properly learn a song. All right, guys. Until next time, I shall see you guys next Saturday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Happy
Thanks.
Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.